Yo, what is up and what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Tran back at it again with another video. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys the Post Scorers Bible. This is going to be every post move that I use, the badges, the animations, and the release cues so you can go green without the meter. I wanted to make this video for the beginners, the intermediates, and the advanced post scorers, so hopefully anyone can learn maybe something from this video. So without further ado, the Post Scoring Bible. The first move we're going to be working on today is the drop step. Super simple and a very effective post move. All you need to do is hold LT or L2 depending on your system, and then depending which side the ball is on, relevant to the basket. So here the ball is on the left side of the basket. I'm going to hold my left analog stick to about 11, and then I'm going to tap square and I'll get a drop step animation. On this side of the basket, the ball is on the right side of the basket, so I'm going to hold the left analog stick to about 1 o'clock, tap square, and I'll get a drop step animation. I'm going to do that one again just because the animation didn't look very clean. So I'm going to back down, 1 o'clock, drop step, boom. This move, like I said, is really effective. It is one of my favorites. Depending on how high you run this badge, that's going to give you the better animations. Some animations, like the one you saw before, I completely throw the defender out of the paint and I'm open for an easy layup or dunk. The next move we're going to be looking into today is going to be the post spin. This move is also really easy to do, but the problem is sometimes you don't get a good animation, so the defender will be able to recover quickly. But from the clips you saw before this, you can see you'll get really good animations that the defender will not be able to recover from. So to do this move, you hold LT or L2 depending on which console you're on, and then you're going to back down the defender just like normal. So you're going to hold your left stick towards the basket. This example, I'm going to show you guys how to spin behind you. So in order to spin behind me, I'm going to rotate the right analog stick in a clockwise position. Okay, so it's going to look like this. I'm holding L2. As I'm backing down, I rotate the right stick and I'll get that animation and dunk. Okay, in order to spin in front of you, you're going to do the same thing, LT, and you're going to back down your defender, but this time you're going to rotate the right stick in a counterclockwise position. So it's going to look like that. From this side, it's the same thing. So to go behind myself, this time I'm going to go counterclockwise. So I'm backing down, I rotate counterclockwise, and then I go up for the dunk. In order to get the front spin, I'm going to back down, rotate in the clockwise position, and then I kind of do a running start and dunk. The last move we're going to be going over is going to be the hop step. Okay, so for example, if you've been drop stepping your opponent all game and just rolling behind them and getting an easy layup, they might start cheating, right? So they might start playing more towards your back so that way they can kind of bump you for the drop step. Well, this is what we're do. So if they're playing way far behind you, we're going to hop step them. So instead of holding your left analog stick to about 11 o'clock facing the side where the ball is towards the basket, we're going to do the opposite side. So for example, here what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be holding the left stick to about 1 or 2 o'clock, I'm gonna back down, tap square. I'm gonna jump to the other side of the basket and use the rim as protection just in case they try to recover and block the shot. Alright, so I'm gonna show you one more time. So for example, he's behind me. I'm gonna hop step over to the other side of the basket, go up for an easy layup. On this side, since I'm on the right side of the basket, I'm going to be holding the left analog stick to about 10, 11 o'clock. So I'm going to back down. I notice he's behind me. I don't want to drop step. So I'll hop step to the other side of the basket, use the rim as protection, and go up strong. Now we're going to be transitioning into the actual scoring moves like the jump shots, the hook shots. This one is the best one in the whole entire game, and it's the Joel Embiid hook shot. So all you're going to want to do, if you want to do a spinning move and then hook shot, you're going to hold the right stick to about 11 o'clock and release it. And if your defender is playing behind your back, you can also take this and hold it to about 1 o'clock, and you'll get a front hook shot, and it will be money every single time. This shot, even with the contest, you will still green it. So from the right side to shoot behind my back, I'm going to hold the right stick to about 1 o'clock, release, and green. And then if they're playing behind me too far and I want to take the front jump shot, I'm going to hold the jump shot to about 11 o'clock right here, go up, green. Alright, so you're probably wondering what the release cue is. So if you pay attention, I'm going to slow down this next clip. So your hand is going to go horizontal or parallel to the ground. And so when you see his wrist bend back, that's the time to release it. The front shot is a little different. This one's a little bit harder to time, but you'll see your wrist snap back a little bit and you'll release it. The last post scoring move we're going to be examining is going to be the post fade. I use Kobe Bryant's post fade. I know DeMar DeRozan is a really popular one that people use, but I'm more comfortable with this visual cue, so I'm going to be using the Kobe Bryant. In order to activate the shot, what you're going to want to do is hold LT or L2, and then since we're on the left side of the basket here, you're going to hold your right stick to about 9 o'clock and release it when you want to let go of the shot. So we're going to post up here and then we're going to go 9 o'clock, release. So the visual cue here is you're going to watch your character's body. He's going to do a spin. So when his left shoulder is turned around completely, you'll see the leg kick a little bit. So when you see that, that's your cue to release. So right there, I see the shoulder, release, green. I'm gonna do it one more time, and this time we're gonna break it down in slow motion. So we're gonna go, I see the shoulder, I release, and it's a green. The shot on the other side, it's completely different animation. I haven't gotten this one down completely yet, but I think it's the peak of the jump. That's when you're going to want to release. So from here, we're on the right side of the basket, so we're going to have to hold the right stick to about 3 o'clock, and then we're going to release. Or you can even look at the ball. Once the ball is at the top of your head, that's when you're going to want to try to release. And the only reason you'd be wanting to do post fades instead of the post hook would be if you're a post scorer with high mid range. You could stack this with Midi Magician and you'll be able to hit these. Alright, I'm gonna break down my badges and how I spent my badge points, so you guys can use it as a reference depending on if you have more badge points than 19 or less than 19 for finishing. The most important badge in my opinion is going to be Fast Twitch. This badge is really good and I would run it as high as you possibly can. It pairs really well with drop stepper, so right after you drop step, you hit the dunk or layup, so square X, and you'll go right up with the fastest animations almost every single time. The second most important badge in my opinion is probably Back Down Punisher. Back Down Punisher It scales with your opponent's brick wall. In my personal opinion, I think that's how it works. So the lower their brick wall is and the higher your back down punisher is, you'll be able to move your defender. So if they have a low brick wall compared to your Hall of Fame brick wall, you'll be able to bully them and back them down all the way to the basket. The next most important badge, in my opinion, will be Drop Stepper. The higher you can run Drop Stepper, the better the animations you'll get. And you'll get like the fast animations, or you get the animation where you completely just throw your defender out of the paint and you'll have a free layup or dunk. The tier 1 badges, I'm still kind of trying to figure out which ones I like the best. Post spin, in my opinion, is not worth running on Hall of Fame. You do get really good animations sometimes, but a lot of times you'll get a really slow spin and the defender can recover. So if you can't run post spin on Hall of Fame, I wouldn't sweat it. The next badge is Dream Shake. I tried really hard to lab this badge so that I can add it in the post moves. I could never get the defender stunned by labbing this badge, but I guess you could run Dream Shake maybe on bronze, just in case you're hitting them with the Joel Embiid hook shot. And they're timing it, so you can hit them with a little Dream Shake. So you just flick the right stick in the left or right direction to make it look like you're going into the animation of the hook shot, and maybe they'll jump, or maybe you'll get lucky and they'll get stunned and you'll be able to go for the hook shot with no contest. Limitless Takeoff is a good badge, but for this specific build, I don't have very high driving dunk and I don't have very high dunk, so it barely lights up for me. And then I kind of just put Slithery on just because. And that's the end of the video. So if you saw anything that you liked, please consider hitting the subscribe button. And if I missed anything, please make sure to let me know in the comment section below. And with that, I'm out.